the front step with candles. No message from the... We accept your challenge.
Victory lap.
I'm going down, baby. Your street in the rain. Come on. Boom, boom, baby. Ready to let it go. Shimmy, shimmy, go up. Listen to it pass. That's the team. I'm going down, down, baby. Your street in the rain. Boom, boom, baby. Ready to let it go. Shimmy, shimmy, go up. Listen to it pass. That's the team. You can find me in St. Louis rolling on dubs. Club blowing up like getting bugged, daps and hugs, mean mugs and shoulder shrugs, and it's all because accumulated enough scratch just to navigate it. Wood decorated on chrome and it's candy painted. Fans fainted while I'm entertaining. Wild ain't it? How me and money hate it. Feel me when I bring it, sing it loud. I'm from the loot and I'm proud. Run a mile for the cause. I'm righteous above the law. Play my styles raw.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Fame. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. Now here's Moran. Pass to Bain. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
And out of bounds, the Grizzlies will take it. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. Here's Moran. The rebound by Turner.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Nembhard. Halliburton outside. And he drives in. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Oh, tenacious stuff from Halliburton. Making his shot while absorbing a foul.
Indiana shooting their first free throw of the game here. Recently, player health has been the big talking point around the Memphis Grizzlies stand.
Yeah, B.A., look, and it's really a shame to have such a talented dynamic team have to deal with all those constant what-ifs and have their seasons so affected by things outside of their control, it's tough.
Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. And the dunk by Halliburton.
And the coaching staff wants Halliburton to take advantage of easy scoring opportunities, including finishing in transition.
Edey, that's good.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Here's Turner. And stolen by Bain. Now Morant. The rebound by Nembhard. Down low. And then Siakam with the jam.
And it's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
Pass to Edey. Indiana with a rebound. Halliburton surveys the floor. And here's Siakam for three. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Siakam. 6 to shoot. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 5. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Shoots from 14. The rebound by Turner.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Bain, no good. Indiana leading by 5. Pass to Halliburton. And a miss there on the triple.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Out to the right wing. To the inside. And they're running. He launches a 3. Poke loose.
Reading the trajectory of that shot, he anticipated the big rebound.
Pass to Jackson. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Nembhard with it. He's picked up by Bain. That one drops for him.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. Grizzlies trail by 7. 1:44 left in the opening quarter. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 5 now.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Knocks down the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now here's Bain. Pass to Huff. Outside Bain. Right side Moran. Releases. Indiana with a rebound. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. There's a screen by Toppin. Here's McConnell. Denied by Morant.
Oh, the energy Morant has is just insane. Using it there on the defensive end to swat the shot.
27 seconds left in the first. Right wing. 5 on the clock. And the basket by Siakam.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Morant.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. And he's good on the second. Here's Matherin. It's deflected. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Stevens. Aldama. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Pacers leading by 6. And the second quarter is on its way. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
Well, I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Grizzlies trail by 6. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Out left to the wing. Clark in the post. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Memphis making a switch here. Pacers leading by 6. And here's Halliburton. 5 points in the game. McConnell outside. Back to Halliburton. Clock at 6. Cleared away by Wells. Jackson outside to the middle. Kicks it out to Kennard. Clark in the post. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who set his all-star point guard. His knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Grizzlies trail by 6. Shot from the wing. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
They get the rebound. Pass to Halliburton.
Oh, forcing the issue. Halliburton in attack mode.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. First free throw is good. Stand back in your early coaching days. What was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Toppin outside. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bain.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And so Moran will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Jackson gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's how Jackson's most effective, playing aggressive around the basket.
Rim protection and shooting, so important. Jaren Jackson Jr. has both of those skills, Stan.
Yeah, and look, Brian, it's rare to find guys who can do both of those things. Shot blocker at the rim and stretch the defense at the other end. Guys like that are hard to come by.
He's been a defensive player of the year. Maybe we'll see him in the three-point contest one day.
Come get it, come get it.
To the paint. Pass to Wells. Clark in the post. Still without a bucket.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Now here's Turner. Siakam the screen. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Ja Morant picks one up. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
And stolen by Clark. Inside. Here's Bain. Pass to Moran. Aldama with it. Here he goes. Oh, he just jams it right over Miles Turner.
Not just an aggressive scorer, Morant is also a fantastic distributor.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to review the game plan. .151 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Turner. And here's Nesmith. Mathurin with the ball. Guarded by Bain. Outside Mathurin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Nesmith. Clark grabs the board. Grizzlies trail by 7. Now here's Aldama. He's covered by Siakam. Up top, Morant. Kicks it out to Clark. And the basket by Aldama. Aldama's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
It's a one-on-one situation. Pass to Moran. Aldama, left side. Mathurin with a rebound.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And the basket is good.
A long swing player, Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
And here's Clark. Turner covers. Clark right side. Shoots over Turner. Clark, no good. Pacers leading by 7. Now here's Siakam. 6 points for him. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Siakam. And so it's the Indiana Pacers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Nembhard with it. No points so far. Pass to Halliburton. Now Turner. Back to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Nembhard outside. Can't connect from long distance. Grizzlies trail by 7. Outside Morant. Fantastic finish inside by Morant.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Pass to Edey. Indiana with a rebound. They've led by as much as 10. And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. Here's Nembhard. Can't get it to fall. Here's Morant. Oh, and Turner with a block.
A ferocious shot blocker. Turner provides a sense of security to the rest of his teammates.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. Timeout call, Memphis. Grizzlies trail by 7. Outside Bane. Jackson the screen to the paint. Pass to Edey. The 11-footer. The rebound by Turner. Indiana on offense. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. And that one drops. And here's Morant. Give him 8. From deep three-point land. That one is off. Halliburton outside. There's the drive. And here's Siakam for 3. And it's Bane with the rebound.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
There's Nesmith with the 3. Memphis with a rebound. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Pass to Halliburton. Tipped away. From outside the arc. It's not going to go for him. Grizzlies trail by 7. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
To the inside. Here's Jackson. Here's Edey. The rebound by Turner. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Outside Nesmith. Shot clock at 5. Back to Nimhard. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pulls it from 20. The rebound by Turner. Pacers leading by 7. Outside Neesmith. Pass to Siakam. Launches it. He can't get it to go. Now here's Morant. A minute 29 left to play in the third quarter here.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So both teams making some changes here. 1:27 left in the third. McConnell outside. Toppin outside to snap the cold streak. Memphis with a rebound. Here's Aldama. Drives to the hoop. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. Indiana leading by 5. .52 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And here's Toppin from the arc. Kennard with the rebound. Memphis with the ball. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Good. Aldama's got 6 points.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
McConnell left side. Pass to Shepard. Now Siakam. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
And one thing Benedict Mathurin has no shortage of is raw athleticism. Now it's just a question of him honing that physical ability to be an effective pro-level player.
Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Pippen. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Shepard. No points yet. Toppin outside. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Indiana ahead. They're up by 4. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Pippen. To the middle. Pass to Bane. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's Toppin. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against us.
Grizzlies trail by 4. Wells. Mathurin with a rebound. Pass to Walker. Uses the glass on the layup. Walker's got his first points in this one.
And such a strong guy. Walker could live in the paint.
Back to Aldama. Down low. To the left wing. Here's Wells. No good from outside. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. And he comes up with a bucket. And the Pacers lead by 8.
I want Halliburton running my offense. Tyrese is a fantastic decision maker.
Clark, no good. And here's Indiana now. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Nembhard. And there's a defensive 3-second call. Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
It's Walker on the wing. Off target from outside. Grizzlies trail by 9. Here's Jackson to stop the run. Walker pulls down the board. Here's Matherin. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You're talking about a sensational athlete. Matherin is so tough in transition.
Timeout, Grizzlies. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Memphis' head coach had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
And Morant drops them both. Halliburton with the ball. Pass to Walker. Here's the 3. Nembhard, good. Nembhard's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it. Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Indiana making a switch here.
Miles Cook, Pascal Siakam, Aaron Neesmith.
Just 5 to shoot. On the take. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Jackson gets the bucket.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Halliburton outside. Halliburton attacks. Out to the wing. Turner for 3. Pure from 3-point range. And the Pacers lead by 12.
Got to be encouraged watching Turner shoot with conviction, realizing his team trusts him to take these fast shots.
Timeout, Grizzlies. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And it's Morant missing. Indiana on offense. They're on a 17-7 run. And the shot goes.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now Halliburton.
2 minutes remaining of the game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the fourth. Got a hand on it. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. .152 left to play in the fourth. Grizzlies trail by 12. Jackson right side. Pass to Morant. From the arc. Yes! A Morant three!
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Halliburton goes. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And here's Morant outside. Shot is off. He's 5 for 12. Siakam right side. A minute 15 left to play in the fourth quarter. Looking to get it going. And stolen by Jackson. It's a one-on-one situation. The three from Bain. The rebound by Turner. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They've led by as many as 14. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Bain. Here's Wells. And a nice finish on the layup. Now the Pacers with it. 7-point differential. Yep, that one goes. 43 seconds left in the game. From deep, Morant. It's rebounded by Indiana. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's his first foul of the game. Halliburton for three. The shot misses. Great D that time from Bain.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
That three's off the mark. Pass to Siakam. Oh, ripped away. It's tipped. And so the Pacers take the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Grant Hill, stand
offensively with strong handle on Hall of Fame. So that's one way that I really love to use this build.
Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a coach. You gotta keep the devil in his hole. But you know how it goes. I'm front line every time it's on. Flow, run and shoot pro. 458 drop, playing bulletproof soul. Every few shows, I just buy some new gold. Circle got smaller, everybody can't go. Town Diamond District jewelers like yo. Hustle, holla at me, I got Cubans on the low. Through the Cancun, on the boat. And dock that Tulum just love. Listening to music at the Mayan ruins. True devotion on the bluest ocean. Cruising. My cultural influence, even revolution. I'm integrated vertically, y'all blew it. They tell me hustle, dumb it down, you might confuse them. This ain't that weirdo rap you used to. I'm a urban legend, South Central in a certain section. Can't express how I curb detectives. Guesses, evidence of a divine presence. Blessings, held me down at times I seem reckless. Got an L but gotta eat for effort. Dropped him off in the Mojave Desert, then left him. Ain't no answer to these trick questions. Money making nip, straighten out my jewelry on my dresser. Well known, flick up and roll, snatch from Rico's till T-shows. Whatever, playing chess, not checkers. Well, you clever. See, bro, you ain't living by the street code. Been through all these motions up and down like a seesaw. I can never view you as my equal. Wanna hear your CD fall. I'm finna take it there. This time around, I'ma make it clear. Spoke some things into the universe and they appear. I say it's worth it, I won't say it's fair. Find your purpose or you wasting air. Though y'all scared. Eyes open, I can see it clear. They don't make them bar none, they don't make them real. They don't make it where I'm from, they don't take it here. They ain't seeing due time, I be making meals. Bossed up in this game, I've been making deals. Get your lawyer on the phone, we can make it real. I got checks and balance, I flex dramatic. Another 50 on my neck, just my reckless habit. Ain't no on my rap, disrespect the savage. I make one phone call and the rest get handled. It's just another front step with candles. No message from the we accept your challenge.
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Now here's Allen. And Turner with the block.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
Here's Mobley. Out to Garland. 5 to shoot. Over Halliburton. And the shot is good by Garland. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one. And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Lets the three fly. The shot by Nembhard, no good.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Now here's Siakam. Here's Turner. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And that one falls for Turner. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the three. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
Now here's Nesmith. Over Strus. Nesmith's shot is off.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain. Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Inside. It's stolen by Garland. Here's Mitchell. And the shot goes down.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, rejected by Allen. In transition. Garland, no good. Nembhard, right side. Here's Nesmith. Now here's Halliburton. To the middle. Turner. Tries again. And he banks in the layup. Turner's got 5.
Confident in the paint, Turner knows he can cash in from this area.
Here's Allen. The rebound by Turner. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. They trail by 1. Back to Nesmith. And here's Siakam. Outside Nesmith. Tipped. Fast break Cleveland. Here's Garland. Finished off the break. Garland's got his second basket of the game. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense. Getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Pass to Nesmith. Siakam with it. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Well, the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase a championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton.
Turner, no good.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Pacers trail by 3. We'll now go to Allie LaForce, who spoke with Rick Carlisle. Allie.
We talked about how his team is prepared to defend against Darius Garland, and Coach said we need to communicate and stay on our toes defensively, whether it's scoring or passing the ball. Garland is a creative player who knows how to manipulate opposing defenses. We should be able to hear his defense talking tonight, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Allen. Back to the basket by Indiana on the other end. It's good.
Well, I love the mindset of Allen there. I mean, when he gets the ball in that spot, he's very aggressive.
Pass to Turner. Now here's Siakam. Back to Matherin. Takes the 3. The rebound by Allen. The Cavaliers lead by 3. And Turner with the block. And that'll be Cleveland's ball as it goes out of bounds. Cavs keep possession here.
Substitution on the court.
41 seconds left in the first. From deep, Mobley. The Pacers pull it in. And here's Shepard for 3. Connects from downtown. And it's a tie ball game.
Improving his passing is going to be key for Matherin in the NBA. Looks like he's already on that path. He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
McConnell outside. Out to the right wing. Pass to Siakam. Here's Green. Sweet little floater.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Cavaliers on top, up by 4. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant. But even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle plotted them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Halliburton with the ball. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Down low. Here's Mobley. Pacers with a rebound. To the paint. It's a one-on-one situation. And the jam by Walker.
Yeah, the versatility of Walker. Can play back to the basket and get out and run. I mean, that combination is tough to find.
Halliburton outside. There's a screen by Toppin. Here's the floater. Halliburton misses. And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. They lead by 4. Outside for Green. The dive for the ball. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to review the game plan.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Bring those moves.
So both teams changing it up here. And so it's Indiana with it. 4-point game. Toppin outside.
Substitution on the court.
Nembhard outside. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Turner. Now Nembhard. Guarded by Garland. Shot clock at 5. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that could make the difference. Coaches loving the ball movement.
Pass to Turner. Toppin outside. Now Nembhard. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Gets the 3 to fall.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
And leading by 3. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready. Especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. Here's Nembhard. Here's Nembhard. No made baskets yet. No good. That would have tied it. Garland, he's open. No good. A bit long that time.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, and Mobley with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last. And Cleveland making a change here. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And you think about the value Andrew Nembhard provides. Clark, he really excels at running the offense.
He's the quintessential point guard, B.A. Has a great feel for setting up his teammates for what they're trying to get done. Plays with tremendous pace and great confidence. Typically doesn't over-dribble and is unafraid of any moment.
Driving inside, Mitchell uses his speed to get the better of the defense. They just can't keep up.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Number 32, Dean Wade.
Indiana trailing here.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
It's stolen by Garland. Here we go. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Allen's got some old school big man in him. He's got great hands and mobility and does a good job finishing above the rim.
To the inside. Here's Turner. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Cavaliers lead by 4. Here's Mitchell with the drive. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
What poise from Mitchell there. Taking the hit like a champ and finding a way to convert. Nice.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Pass to Nembhard. And we've got 1:18 left in the first half. Neesmith with it. To the paint. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Here's Wade. Indiana with a rebound. Inside. Here's Turner. Nice D from Allen. The Cavaliers leading. On the wing, Mitchell. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Garland. Three-pointer off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Knocks it loose. Allen with it. Here's Wade. He's covered by Siakam. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And, you know, when Allen gets this position, the defense is in trouble, which in turn forces them to commit the foul.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Pacers trail by 7. Now Siakam. This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Siakam hits them both. And Cleveland has possession. And Mobley gets it to go.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
McConnell left side. Back to Siakam. It's good. Siakam's got 6.
The size advantage gives them a clear path to the shot.
The 3 from Mitchell. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Cavaliers on top. They're up by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Turner. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Clock at 6. Offline with a 3.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Pacers trail by 5. Pass to Nesmith. Fires for 3. He buries it from 3.
Such an integral part to Halliburton's game. He's one of the best passers in the league.
Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. Second half of basketball. Just over a minute played so far. Siakam left side. On the wing, Nembhard. Halliburton outside. To the middle. Ooh, stolen by Allen. With the crossover. Out of bounds. It'll be Pacers ball. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Siakam outside. There's Nesmith with the 3. The rebound by Allen. Here's Mitchell. Indiana with a rebound. Nesmith on the wing. Here's Siakam. And it's all tied up. Siakam's got 8.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game. Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Second team foul.
A chance for them to take their first lead of the night.
And this is what they've been working toward, B.A.
Now here's Halliburton. Still no points. Down low. Just 5 on the clock. For the lead. Mobley grabs the board.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting. And, you know, you can sense his frustration.
This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Counted from distance.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave him all alone at the arc.
Halliburton on the attack. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
Halliburton just too good for the defense there. Great tenacity and physicality on that drive.
And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness, he is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guard.
Indiana trailing here. Inside. Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home. It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
On the wing, Nembhard. Back to Turner. Mobley with the block. Allen outside. Floats one up. Siakam pulls down the board. And here's Matherin. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
For the Cavaliers, number 12, DeAndre Hunter.
Here's Garland. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. And Halliburton has got the ball here for Indiana. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you. Good stuff there. Pass to Merrill. Three-pointer. Cleveland again missing. Right side Matherin. Back to Nembhard. A minute 20 left in the third. On the wing, Matherin. Here's Siakam. 4 on the clock. For the lead. And he lays it up and in. Siakam's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, certain nights, Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
Merrill, left side. Pass to Jerome. Merrill outside. Now Hunter. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Cleveland again missing. Indiana leading. On the wing, Matherin. Shoots over Thompson. The jumper from the wing off target. Here's Hunter. And Turner with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Struce. Back to Hunter. Jerome on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Mathurin with a steal. Here's McConnell. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
He's off on the second. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Indiana ahead, up by 3. And when we return...
33. We need you.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Cavaliers trail by 3. Pass to Allen. Over Mathurin. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pacers. Halliburton with the ball. That shot off. Nice D from Allen. Here's Struce. The Pacers pull it in. Right side Mathurin. Here's Walker. It counts! And the foul! Max Struce picks one up.
And Walker is a big guy and fantastic at using his muscle to gut through tight coverage.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers?
Well, you know, their offense...
Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man.
Evan Mobley.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
For 3, Allen. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Here's Allen. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Earning a trip to the stripe that time. Allen constantly on the move, which makes him hard to guard.
Indiana making a switch here. And he ends up missing both free throws. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They lead by 1. Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's supreme court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill, feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
Hunter, good.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
It's Walker on the wing. Beyond the arc. Jerome grabs the miss. Pass to Allen. And here's Garland. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first three you see out there. Being more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Neesmith. Nimhard with it. Halliburton left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Siakam. Mobley with the block.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. To the inside. Allen. That gives them the lead. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats from Cleveland.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
Outside Garland. Allen outside to the left side wing. Pass to Mobley. Now here's Mitchell. Puts up a 3. No good. He's shooting 5 for 12 so far.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
High post Siakam. Back to Halliburton. Siakam looking it over to stop the drought. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one's on Darius Garland.
I like how Siakam uses his body control to adjust to what the defense is doing.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that narrows the gap to 1. Now Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive. Pass to Allen. Now here's Mitchell. He's covered by Siakam. Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. Nimhard, good.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker.
Halliburton is just one of those young guys that has a really well-rounded game. Makes shots pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
And right about now, at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2- and 3-point advantage. And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
And, you know, because Turner is such a good free throw shooter for his position, defenses really can't send him to the line too often. He'll make them pay.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Outside Strus. Cleveland again missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Turner. And here's Halliburton. Covered by Strus. Just 5 to shoot. Halliburton punching in. And he buries it.
Halliburton coming up big. No rest in that man's game. He takes the shot and makes the shot.
To halt the run. The rebound by Neesmith.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Left side Mitchell. 26 seconds left to play in the fourth. Great D that time from Halliburton. And Neesmith, here we go. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They trail by 7. Guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Here's Turner, and the layup is good. And now a 9-point Indiana lead. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Ooh, poked away. The baseline J. It's off. And so the Pacers take the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that about wraps it up for Grant Hill. Allie LaFleur.
I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it. No kidding. In front of your building, sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold. You gotta keep the devil in his hole. But you know how it go. I'm front line every time it's sold. Flow, run and shoot pro. 458 drop, playing bulletproof soul. Every few shows, I just buy some new gold. Circle got smaller, everybody can't go. Downtown Diamond District, jewelers like yo. Hustle, holla at me, I got Cubans on the low. Through the Cancun, on the boat. Then dock that Tulum, just look. Listening to music at the Mayan ruins. True devotion on the bluest ocean. Cruising. My cultural influence, even revolution. I'm integrated vertically, y'all blew it. They tell me hustle, dumb it down, you might confuse them. This ain't that weirdo rap you used to. I'm a urban legend. South Central in a certain section. Can't express how I curb the tactics. Guesses, evidence of a divine presence. Blessings, held me down at times I seem reckless. Got an L but got an E for effort. Dropped him off in the Mojave Desert, then left him. Ain't no answer to these trick questions. Money making nip, straighten out my jewelry on my dresser. Well known, flick up and roll, snatch from Ricos till T-shows. Whatever, playing chess, not checkers. Boy, you clever. See, bro, you ain't living by the street code. Been through all these motions up and down like a seesaw. I can never view you as my equal. Wanna hear your CD phone.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Holmgren in the post. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Williams' shot is off.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Hartenstein. The rebound by Turner.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Nembhard with it. Off target from the baseline. Outside, Dort to the wing right side. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Now, here's Neesmith. Halliburton right side. The shot by Turner no good. Here's Oklahoma City now. Last season, Miles Turner became the Pacers' all-time leader in block shots.
That's a pretty impressive feat when you consider some of the Pacers who played there historically. Jermaine O'Neal, Rick Smith, Roy Hibbert. Come on now. Great work by Miles Turner. So we need to give him his flowers now, and I think he's going to continue to add to that shot block total. How about Halliburton? This fella going right to the rim, sneak dunking on that attack. Impressive.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers, Clark, maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on, and a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards. Those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
Here's Halliburton. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Here's Dort. The Thunder with another miss. And it's the Pacers ball. Trailing by 2. Outside Turner. Pass to Nembhard. Stolen by Dort. Williams with a clean look. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Williams has got 5 points so far. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Pass to Neesmith. Shot clock at 5. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
Oklahoma City ball.
The Thunder leading by 4. Over in the corner, Dort. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the try. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. And here's Halliburton. To the inside. And finished off by Siakam.
What a pass by Halliburton. He's so comfortable running the screen and roll. Excellent.
Pass to Hartenstein. Williams looking around. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Halliburton. Top of the key, Hartenstein. 4 on the clock. From 17 feet out. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Here's Holmgren. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Oklahoma City.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end. forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Now here's Turner. Back to Siakam. Pass to Turner. Indiana moving it around. Here's Neesmith. Trains the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Let's see those dance moves.
The Thunder with the lead.
Substitution on the court.
Over in the corner, Caruso. Here's Jang. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Here's Siakam. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
55 seconds left in the first quarter. Inside. Here's Wallace. And Wallace slams it in.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
Now, here's McConnell. Driving in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Williams.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
And both free throws good for McConnell. 34 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now Williams, 5 points in the game. Down low, Jang. That one misses. Good D by Siakam. Here's Toppin. Screen by Siakam. Driving inside.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Pacers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Here's Williams. 1 second left. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
With the score.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
Halliburton is double. There's Walker with the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there. Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. Yeah, you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
Just 2 to shoot. No good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Wiggins with the rebound. Oklahoma City trailing. Outside Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Toppin. Nice D from Williams. And here are the Thunder now. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. From downtown, the Pacers pull it in.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Halliburton in the corner. At the elbow, Toppin. Pass to McConnell. The kick out to Walker. And a wide open look for Halliburton. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A miss that time would have put him up. Indiana leading. Here's Walker. And Walker throws it down hard.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, you feel those bucks over here. And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
And it's Halliburton missing. Thunder trailing by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Count the basket. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Indiana's shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really affects his entire team.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Thunder trailing by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And there's the drive. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Goes back up. Trying to get open is Hartenstein.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
Here's Halliburton. Off target at the rim. Pass to Hartenstein. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
The assist.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Outside, Dort. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Turner. Back to Siakam. Back to Turner. Pass to Nembhard. Siakam with it. Defended by Holmgren. And here is Siakam. Shoots the three. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Substitution on the court.
There's 48 seconds left from the first half of basketball. Dort with the bounce pass. Now Hartenstein. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of the game. It's Dort on the wing.
And look at Siakam outworking the offensive player, giving his all there to take away that shot.
Good D by Holmgren. Thunder trailing by 3. Left side, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Makes it off the glass.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
With 4 seconds on the clock, the shot no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pacers lead by 1. Live from Cambridge. Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. It's a 1-point game. Here's Siakam. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Here's Nembhard. He has yet to score. And a wide open look for Siakam. Sinks the three-pointer. Siakam's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pacers. After exploding onto the NBA radar in 2019, Siakam, Clark, has been a sure thing on offense.
Well, you know what you're going to get from Pascal Siakam. I mean, whether it's in the open floor or in the half-court sets, he's a guy you can count on delivering when you give him the ball in those situations. His offense never takes a night off.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Left side, Halliburton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The score now all even. Holmgren's got 7 points in the game.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Siakam outside. Here's Nemo. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Over in the corner, Dort. Good. The nice assist for Williams.
3 points.
And it's a 3-point Thunder lead.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Holmgren can't hit. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Over to the wing. Here's Neesmith. Here's Turner. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Pass to Holmgren. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Outside, Dort. Off target from outside. Pacers trailed by 3. To the paint. Here's Nemo. A three-pointer, no good. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren the screen. Floats it up for Holmgren. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Count that bucket.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Pass to Holmgren. Dort with the ball. No good on the 3. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Halliburton. That shot off. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder leading by 3. Pass to Siakam. Going inside. And finished off by Siakam.
What a phenomenal athlete Siakam is. Just taking off and finishing with power at the rim.
Now Dort. For 3, Williams. No good that time.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the one he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Turner with the screen. Here's Siakam. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Back to Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Siakam.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one. To give them the lead.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 1. To the middle. Here's Williams. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
.11 left to play in the third. It's a close game here in Indianapolis. Siakam inside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Joe with it. Wallace left side. Launches a 3. Here's Williams. A wide open look here for Caruso.
Alex Caruso.
Good. And the nice assist for Williams.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Now, here's McConnell. Excellent D there from Williams. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Williams. Inside. On the wing, Wallace. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Joe in the corner. Over McConnell. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, you know what? They say you would always rather have a player that you need to turn down than to turn on. So being aggressive versus passive, I want the aggressive guy all the time, even if it means a few fouls.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one.
36.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander driving to the basket. The kick out to Williams. Dort with the bounce pass. Shot clock at 6. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Thunder. Outside Mathurin. Driving the lane. Off on the layup. The Thunder leading by 6. The shot by Williams, no good. Halliburton outside to the inside. Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Halliburton doing what he does so well, creating easy looks for his teammates. Outstanding court vision.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Halliburton up top. And a wide open look for Mathurin. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Dort misses. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
Outside Mathurin. Indiana moving it around. Down low. Outside, Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's deflected. Halliburton outside. Out to the wing. Here's McConnell. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Thunder with the lead. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the paint. There's Williams. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. They were asking the team to play faster, push the ball. Coach told their players, hey, look, in this league, fast break points are the easiest. We need more of them. Can't argue with that. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Neesmith can't get it to go.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Outside Williams. A floater. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Siakam outside. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Pass to Neesmith. Now Turner. Defended by Holmgren. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. The quick look, no good that time.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jumps there.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
The Thunder leading by 3. Pass to Holmgren.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Out to the right wing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Looking to get it going. The rebound by Turner.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Number 55, Isaiah Hartenstein.
1:35 left in the fourth.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page.
Let's hear you go.
Puts it up off the inbound, and Holmgren pulls it down. The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
Here's Halliburton. They can't stop the run with that one.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And he drives in, and Halliburton slams it in.
Halliburton, one of those young guys that you want with the rock in his hand at crunch time. He always seems to deliver.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Nesmith. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
At the line for the Thunder.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 9-point ball game here.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them.